Bitcoin history is repeating right now here, and in this exact video I will be discussing this. I will talk about the aggressive dump we got on the downside and why this exactly happens and what is likely going to be facing us next. The Bitcoin supply shock, what is going to be happening next with the market, because this week will be super important for Bitcoin because the first decision on the Bitcoin spot ETFs will be made later this week. So make sure to watch this video till the end. It's going to be a super important one. Can we once again smash up the likes back above 400? That will be absolutely incredible. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the price section of Bitcoin on the imminent short term. Looking at Bitcoin on the imminent short term, we can clearly see Bitcoin is creating somewhat of a resistance here on the top side, and every single time we do touch that lower side of support, we tend to be bouncing from off that level. So basically Bitcoin is range trading and it's sitting between 25.5k and 26.8k, and so far it seems to be that we are just bouncing and continuing within this trend right now here. As well, if I'm looking at Bitcoin on the 4-hourly time frame, we can currently see we're creating the bear flag pattern, and if we really break below this support, I personally am going to start to be worried on Bitcoin. But I've said this several times before on the channel, I personally think that still before Bitcoin is going to have a bigger movement towards the downside, is going to be filling up this gap here on the lower side, and if it were to be doing so, Bitcoin has to dump down to $25,000 and then potentially start to recover. So, and due to the fact that there's a lot of liquidity sitting and laying around $25,000, since on a lot of exchanges we had these big wicks towards the downside, I personally still think it's likely to grab the liquidity around $25,000 before then once again continuing towards the upside. But that would be as well make up a very beautiful bullish divergence on the 4-hourly and on the 12-hour and the daily time frame. So that is at least what I'm expecting on the imminent short term. If Bitcoin does really decide to be bouncing from this level, I would definitely take it. But looking at Bitcoin right now here, we can currently clearly see this is the major level of support. It's sitting around $25,000 to 24.8k. So if Bitcoin really comes down here towards this level, I will be most certainly be a very big buyer. If Bitcoin really breaks below $25,000, then we're probably going to go much lower here. But be aware, there's a lot of FUD in the market right now here. There are a lot of people that are currently panicking, but while this is happening, you have to understand these bigger companies, they are trying to accumulate as much Bitcoin as possible. First of all, yesterday we saw that more than 36,000 Bitcoin were taking off exchanges, and that means that more and more Bitcoin is going out of circulation to be buying, and that will be making Bitcoin only more and more scarce. And be on high alert, in approximately 240 days the Bitcoin halving will also take place, what would make Bitcoin even more scarce than it is already. Currently you can really see the trend shift here from the previous cycle here where a lot of Bitcoin went to exchanges to this cycle where a lot of Bitcoin is going off exchanges. So people are right now really starting to be accumulating, really starting to hold their Bitcoin on cold storage, and that is making Bitcoin a better longer term investment, because yes, if your Bitcoin is held on cold storage, it's going to be sold, and that is why I'm getting very bullish on this chart right here. Then also quickly going to be saying it, this week the first decision of the Bitcoin spot ETF is going to be made. It's of course the first deadline for the iShares, so the BlackRock spot ETF for Bitwise, Van Eyck, Wisdom Tree, Investigo, and Wise Original Bitcoin Trust. So yeah, we're going to get approximately 6 filings that the SEC has to say something about. Probably what is going to be happening is that they're just going to delay towards the second deadline, and where we are really expecting the spot ETFs are going to get approved is the beginning of 2024. And in the beginning of 2024, we're going to have the final deadline. So that is really the time where we're expecting the Bitcoin spot ETF is going to get approved. So we just have to wait a little bit longer here. Maybe it's already going to get approved a little bit earlier, but we're expecting really 2024. So maybe if it's going to get postponed, it's once again going to show a little bit of weakness in the price action of Bitcoin. But be aware, everything is really lining up for 2024, and really as well, currently we can see the Bitcoin dominance being in, and what we can see here on the most recent days here is that people have been shifting back to altcoins again here, because yeah, the Bitcoin spot ETFs is not getting approved anyway. But be on high alert. Once the Bitcoin spot ETF is going to get approved, it's going to be Bitcoin that's going to be moving and altcoins that are going to be left behind. So that is what I'm currently going to be aiming for. That's currently what I'm expecting. So the Bitcoin dominance is probably going to continue its trend towards the upside. So don't be fooled by the Bitcoin dominance sitting on 50% right now here. And some people are saying, oh, it is breaking the trend line. Well, in my opinion here, we are still clearly in an upward sloping support line. And also we're clearly retesting the most important resistance that currently is flipping into support. So please, this is in my opinion personally not the time to be jumping into altcoins, but once the time is there to jump into altcoins, you will be the first one to know once I will be doing that. So further on in the video, if you want to be trading or buying Bitcoin or altcoins or trading altcoins, you can right now go to BYBIT, because BYBIT is currently allowing you to be buying and selling Bitcoin with leverage. And if you actually want to claim a free $1,000, you could be doing so. And the only thing you have to do here is go to the link description of today's video, deposit $100 towards your account within 7 days, and you can claim a free $1,000 Bitcoin or XRP long or short position, what could make you literally tons and tons of money. Because yes, if the Bitcoin market pumps and you've got that long position, you could make literally tens of thousands of dollars with only a $100 initial deposit. So make sure to go to the link description if you want to be claiming this insane deposit bonus. Further on the 3-day time frame, we can clearly see Bitcoin, it is really still sitting around support. I think $24,000 to $25,000 is a really interesting region to be accumulating Bitcoin. At the same time, we're creating a hidden bullish divergence on the 3-day time frame, and also on Bitcoin if we're really going to be looking back about what really happened on this market. Because yes, Bitcoin dumped significantly towards the downside, but if you're going to be analyzing on-chain data, you can clearly see that Bitcoin has not been seeing a lot of selling on the on-chain data. And really what happened was a huge deleveraging event on the derivatives market. So we saw more than 40% of the total open interest. So the total amount of people that are having long and shorts open closed out on their positions, and that really moved the market. And I've been saying this in previous videos as well here. The lower the open interest in the market, the less risk you have on buying Bitcoin. And right now we're seeing it. We're even seeing a lower low than the previous low here in the market. So that is actually very interesting. Open interest is currently at a low not seen since March 2023. And this is also indicating there's just not a lot of interest in Bitcoin right now here. But it also is indicating that it is a good opportunity to be starting to accumulate your swing trade positions if you are interested in swing trading Bitcoin. And the narrative from Bitcoin can shift very quickly because everyone is right now super bearish. In just a matter of days, once maybe some positive news breaks the market, everything is going to get reversed and Bitcoin is going to be trading back around $30,000. So things could change very quickly on Bitcoin. And if we're looking at Bitcoin, we're currently still seeing that funding rates are extremely negative here, what means that there are more short positions active than longs. And that is actually making it very interesting in my opinion. And the market also really got relieved a little bit here after Binance Coin recovered a little bit here. I still think where there is smoke, there is fire. So be on high alert with Binance. If you hold all your Bitcoin or crypto on Binance, please consider to start to sign up an account on BYBIT at least here to diversify your positions. But yeah, at the same time, while this is happening, we can currently actually see that Bitcoin is retesting the 200 weekly EMA ribbon. But while all these things are happening, we can actually see that Bitcoin is retesting the 200 weekly EMA. And yeah, this is a perfect retest. We saw previously around it, this acted as resistance. Here it acted as support. Here it also acted as support so far, at least here. And here as well acted as support. So I personally think this is a very important level. And if you look back at history of Bitcoin, the previous bear market, we were trading below it. We got rejected by it. But the moment we broke above it, we straight away saw, of course, another beautiful movement towards the upside. And back in towards 2015, we've also seen multiple retests of this level. And what is very interesting right now here is that you can see that double bottom getting created on the 200 week EMA. And currently we're doing the exact same here. We're retesting for the second time on the 200 week EMA here. So this is a very interesting structure, very comparable to 2015 here. And it's getting myself pretty excited. And just like 2015, after we retested again here, we had a small rally and out of nowhere, Bitcoin moved up very quickly. And then in 2016 in June, approximately over here, the Bitcoin halving happens and Bitcoin went even up in a more exponential bull market. So I won't be surprised to see something similar. The Bitcoin halving is only 240 days out from now on, and we're once again having a double retest on the 200 week EMA. So make sure to pay attention towards this level. But anyways, this was it for me in today's update video. I hope you liked it, and I truly hope you did like it, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.